Hello, I'm Tiffany Parks, and this is A Bittersweet Moment with Katie Sewell.
Hello, this is The Bittersweet Life. I'm Katie Sewell, and this is your midweek Bittersweet Moment. Do not, whatever you do not listen to this Bittersweet Moment if you have not yet listened to episode number 406, a radio play titled A Gift. It will make no sense to you, so go ahead and push stop if you have not listened to that yet, and go and listen to that first. A Gift is a radio play by Matthew P. Woerner, an Audio Imagination 77 production. And if you have listened to that, this bittersweet moment is an epilogue of sorts. At the end of Monday's play, you heard a second person, a man named Dennis Taylor, walk into the mysterious, magical store Goodwin's Goods. Today you'll get to hear his whole story, another peek into the world of proprietor and owner Wallace T. Goodwin. This epilogue stars Seamus C. Smith and Ryan Duke. I hope you enjoy it.
Good evening. Oh. Yeah. Hi. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Merry Christmas.
Is there something I can help you find? A last-minute gift, perhaps?
Yeah, I was trying to find something for my wife.
Oh, we have many things she may enjoy. Mr.
Taylor. Dennis Taylor.
A pleasure to meet you. As I was saying, Mr. Taylor, here at Goodwin's Goods, everyone can find what they're looking for. They just take the time to look around. For example, we have some lovely gold ornaments right here she may like.
Actually, I was looking for something specific.
Wonderful. And that is?
A snow globe. Not just any kind, there's a certain style she likes to collect. I mean, collected.
She doesn't anymore?
No, not anymore. She passed away 2 years ago.
My dear Mr. Taylor, I am truly sorry for your loss.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry, Mr.
Goodwin. And please, you have nothing to apologize for.
I'm usually pretty private about these things, but my counselor says that I should open up more, so here I am, opening up about something very personal to a complete stranger.
It happens way more than you think, I assure you. You were telling me about your wife?
She always loved Christmas. She was so proud of her snow globe collection. She got one every year since she was born. They're all the same size, silver base, made by this tiny little company out of Austria, I think.
What a special custom.
Yeah. Her parents would sneak them into her room after she'd fall asleep and place it on her nightstand, so when she woke up, she'd be convinced that Santa had left it for her. Obviously, she found out the truth years later, but her parents continued to do it. Every year until after her and I got married, that is. My father-in-law said it was now my responsibility to carry on the tradition.
How many are in her collection?
There were 28.
I'm sorry, were?
Yeah. I was doing really good at keeping up the tradition for the first 4 years of our marriage, and I had one for her every Christmas morning, just the way that her parents had done it. Then, 2 years ago, we were at a Halloween party, having a great time when Lisa suddenly collapsed. I rushed her to the hospital, and they ran all sorts of tests before discovering that she had breast cancer. Stage 4. Super aggressive, and spreading beyond the hope of treatment, the whole 9 yards.
How terrible.
Through the entire short-lived process, she never once complained or seemed worried. I wish I could say I handled it the same, but truth is, I didn't handle it at all. I began drinking, thinking that it would hide my pain or worry from her, but
She knew. She was comforting me when it should have been the other way around.
She sounds like an amazing woman.
The only thing she wanted was to celebrate one more Christmas. Just one more. She said she wanted to see which snow globe Santa would bring her Christmas morning. That's all she wanted.
Something tells me she didn't get her wish.
No. She passed away that Christmas Eve.
Again, I'm truly sorry.
Sorry? You're sorry? I was passed out, drunk in a chair beside her bed when it happened. I didn't even get her a snow globe. I only learned about it after I came to. People tried to wake me. My parents, her parents, the nurses. But I was too drunk to even wake up. You think that would have been the moment where I got myself together and get help, but instead I left her at the hospice. I found the closest bar and just got drunk until I passed out again. I woke up Christmas morning in jail.
Was that the moment, then, that you knew you had a problem?
You'd think. For a while I was doing good, but it got closer to Christmas last year and I began to struggle.
Go on.
Knowing that it was way too soon, and against all of my family's and friends' suggestions, I was trying to decorate our home the way that she always had done it. I didn't get very far before I just broke down. Everything just reminded me of her, so I left and got drunk. I don't even remember coming home, but I woke up on the floor and my entire home looked like a bomb had gone off. Furniture destroyed, all the dishes smashed, holes punched in the walls, and the snow globes. My wife's beautiful snow globes. Gone. The entire collection just destroyed.
I see.
That's when it finally hit me. Later that day, my dad and father-in-law helped me clean up before driving me to rehab.
How have you been doing since?
All right. I haven't had a drink in a little over a year, so that's something.
That's more than something, Mr. Taylor. That's wonderful. You have to feel good about that.
Yeah. I have been doing good. Haven't had any urges, that is, until tonight.
What happened?
Well, I was supposed to be with my family for Christmas, but with all the snow, it's impossible to get anywhere, so I was at home, alone, trying to make the most of it. I spent the day watching Lisa's favorite holiday movies and stuff like that, pretending that she was here, but I saw the empty mantle above our fireplace. That's where we set up her collection.
And?
It just became too much. I started thinking about what I'd done, how I acted, and how she was gone no matter how hard I tried to pretend. The only thought in my head was just get drunk.
I see.
Yeah. So, I bundled up and began walking in this snowstorm, trying to find any bar or store open on Christmas Eve so I could just have a drink. But
Yes?
I saw the light coming from your store and decided against it. Instead, I felt this overwhelming need to come inside and see if I could find her a gift for our mantle. You know, just start over.
Well, I'm very glad you did come in, Mr. Taylor. And I'm sure that your wife would be proud as well.
Yeah, maybe. Just so ashamed. After a year of sobriety, I could have just fallen so easily.
But you didn't.
I could have. Who's to say next year if this doesn't happen again? And I won't.
Sometimes we have to fall before we can fully get back up.
Yeah? But what if tonight I did go into a bar? What if I did order a drink? What if the bartender put it in my hands and I was so close?
But what if you didn't drink it? What if you put it down and came here instead?
I just don't want to let my family down the way I left my wife down.
Knowing your wife the way you do you think she would have forgiven you for everything?
I know she would. She always saw the good in me and everyone.
Well, if you know that, perhaps you should begin to forgive yourself. Only then can one truly begin to heal. You can't change the past, but you can take the steps to keep it from happening again in the future.
Yeah, I suppose.
The thing that I have the hardest time with is I was right by her side when she passed away, yet I didn't even get the chance to kiss her goodbye or tell her that I loved her.
She knows. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Well, you made the right choice coming here tonight, and I believe we have exactly what you're looking for.
Snow globes?
Yes? Silver base, about yay big, Austrian made?
Yeah, those are them. Do you sell any?
Of course. Right this way.
I can't believe you have some here. The only store I knew that once sold them closed down a few years ago.
Oh, yes. We have quite a collection of them. We have 29 to be exact.
29? Really?
They're on this wall right over here. There you are.
These are them. You have...
Problem?
No, not at all. It's just... She had this one. I remember her telling me this was the first one she remembered waking up Christmas morning and finding.
That's wonderful.
Wait, she had this one. I remember the sled and that one? What? She had all of these. This is her entire collection right here on your wall. It can't be, but it is.
Yes. All 28 are here. Well, all except this one.
It's beautiful. It looks like a praying angel.
Correct.
She would have loved this one. It's amazing. This is a miracle. I mean, what are the chances?
Yes. What are the chances?
Mr. Goodwin, I know these aren't cheap. I don't have a ton of money, but if we could maybe make out some sort of payment plan for them, I swear.
Mr. Taylor, they are yours.
Are you serious? To take?
To take.
For free.
For free.
Oh, man, You have no idea what this means to me. How can I ever repay you?
By forgiving yourself and letting the past stay in the past. You will have hard days, Mr. Taylor. Especially around Christmas because it meant so much to your darling wife and because you love her so much. But I promise you, it will become easier over time. And as long as you can forgive yourself and not turn to drinking as a temporary cure, they are yours.
I promise.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Mr. Goodwin.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Taylor.
Merry Christmas. Well, should we take them off the shelves?
Perhaps in a moment. I will make sure they are all wrapped so it's safe to carry them through this snowfall. But first,
Yes?
I have one last thing I'd like to show you. Something you might find particularly interesting. Do you mind?
What is it?
A gift.
That's all for now. I hope that if you loved Monday's play, A Gift, that you will share it with friends and family this season. Spread the holiday mood around. My thanks to writer and director Matthew P. Woerner and to Audio Imagination 77 Productions. And until next time, I'm Katie Sewell. Happy holidays!